Are you still playing this thing? Well, are you still playing this thing?
Yeah, my bad there. I thought there was another track playing. I guess there wasn't another track playing. Whatever. I was just like waiting for the next track to. I had to get up, so I must have missed one. I'm just kind of sitting there going like, why isn't the next track played? All right, hi, hello, what's going on? Welcome back to Visions of Mana, and welcome back here. We have very little to do today. We have to beat a super boss, finish out the bestiary, assuming the super boss doesn't finish the bestiary, and review the game. That's it. That's all we got to do. Yeah, professional streamer here. Cats are not getting along today. It's really weird. So we have what I'm going to be doing today is, because I have something planned for tomorrow and I'm going to be unveiling everything tonight, but what I'm going to do is, if I finish really early after the review, I'll check out extreme mode, see what it's all about. We can kind of see what the difficulty is, whether it's tuned for your current level or if it's tuned for a brand new game or what, and we'll mess around with that and see how it goes for however long, and kill some time with that for however long I feel like doing it, and then whatever, wrap it up. But yeah, I have plans for things tomorrow. You'll see what that is. For now, though, we do have a ton of packages to open today, like
Visions of Mana.
a ton. Where's 751? Oh, clearly this is the one I gotta load. All right. That's our current. This is the current super boss thing we got to do. So this is what we're using. But yeah, I hope everybody's having a good week. How much news? Just the PS5 Pro nonsense. Otherwise, let's get some hellos out really quick. Thank you, Playtastic, for the 301 bits twice, by the way, and the 97 months of that Mega Tier 2 from Darth Yoshi Boy. Thank you very, very much. Wow. What do we got? We got Kamada Zero, what's up? Playtastic, hello. What's up? Mecha Weapon, hello. Berserk now, what's up? Darth Yoshi Boy, Stalker's here. Vax, hope you're doing good. And yeah, the Sea of Stars soundtrack really is amazing. I got like the collector's edition, so I was able to get the soundtrack with it. And that kind of prompted the whole high quality. I need to get OST for every one of my favorite games now. Stalker, Dougie Quack Quack, what's up? That's pretty much it. You arrive, gamer, listen to some jams, and that's the day. That's BGG arrive, BGG gamer, BGG jam. That's the day. That's the day every day here. Playing Isaac, hope you're doing good. Ryu Powers, Cinny, Pink Sammy. All right, so we're gonna go here.
Are we going or what?
And then we're gonna go here. All right. So, oh boy. Oh, Celica, what's going on? Have a stressful week? Planes planning, hotel booking, all sorts of stuff. Well, yeah, I definitely, yeah. Definitely get the whole planning blah. What's this? This is Super Nintendo cord. We don't need you. What is this? Okay, it's out of the way. It's actually pressed up against this, even though it looks like it's in the way. That's actually the RGB cable. It needs to be routed behind it, because I had to grab it from, mine wasn't working or something. I had to grab it from wife, and so I never routed it around. I should dust a bit. It's not that dusty. Honestly, like, I do need to dust the consoles a little bit, but like, it's not that dusty here because the dry weather, dust gets everywhere. You dust and it gets about this dusty in 2 days, you know? So one of the bad things about living in the dry climate is dust everywhere. So, but I agree, I should probably dust a bit. I think the consoles themselves that haven't been used for a bit are looking a little dusty. Yep, that's why like I don't really notice it. Like you might notice it, I don't. You know. All right, so Vax has. You remember the last series of packages that Vax did, right? The Dragon's Lair. We got plans for that, by the way. Let me tell you, the Dragon's Lair and Space Ace collection. Oh, supposedly he's been planning another similarly crazy array of things. So we got like 8 packages to open. Now, also there are some others that weren't sent by him. I think one was sent by Yoshi, but I can't confirm it because he says that it hasn't been delivered yet. And I don't know who else sent anything. So I thought I remember somebody saying something, but yeah, I know, right? Packages coming in from all angles. Yep. Either way, if you wanted to remain anonymous, that's fine. I'm still in customs. Yeah, those things can be weird. Either way, I am incredibly thankful for everything y'all send, whether it's something big or small, or whether you send your presence and your time here. It's all super appreciated. So before we even get started, I just want to say thank you for everybody being a part of this fantastic journey that we're all on. What about sending mayo? It's gonna go in the bin. Don't waste your money or the food.
Shucks.
I don't like
Just
wasting
my
food,
luck.
so if you send me mayo and I have to throw it away because I don't eat mayo, I'm gonna be upset. You can buy all the mayo you want, just keep it to yourself. Okay. First package. There's a, looks like a receipt.
What are we waiting for?
Okay. I believe this was mentioned that it was handmade.
This one looks good.
So
And
this is like a
one too.
handmade
My
thing that
fries
he
are in top
commissioned.
condition.
Oh, what the hell? Okay, it's a fez with like a creepy eye on it. Okay, so obviously this is setting something up. All right, this is setting something up. So whatever this is, I don't know what this eye is from, but I know it's gotta be the whole thing. I can't fit it over my headset. Sorry. Am I fashionable? Is this fashionable? Am I got a tassel? I can toss it back like I have long hair. Oh, it's seasonal because of the holiday season. Okay. That's really neat. That's really cool. I'm very curious though, before I jump to any kind of conclusions. I've never worn a fez before until today, so
I'm gonna
you've
take
you've
root right here if we don't get a move
you've
on.
allowed me to do something I've never done before. Finally, I have long hair. Actually, before I started using a camera, I had hair
Are we going or what?
like you can't even see how long it was. It was down to my rib cage, down to my chest, below my titties. To be fair, you have short hair, so. All right. Second package. This one's a big one. We're gonna open it upside down just because I don't want addresses and things to be seen. Apparently there are three things in here because they're all gift receipted.
Not too long.
This is a specific order, okay, that I'm opening these in that he asked me to open them in.
Ah, feel that breeze.
Oh. A wireless mouse? Hell yeah. That actually, it's kind of funny because like I usually don't go for wireless peripherals because there's like a slight delay when you're gaming, but like I've actually been wanting to get a wireless mouse. No joke. No joke. Because I had a wireless mouse a long time ago and I don't know what happened to it. And I kind of wanted it for my laptop because I cannot use the laptop mouse thingy when I'm gaming. Period, honestly. I hate it. Exactly. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. Because when I'm out in the living room, I'm on my laptop a lot. And the wires, man. So if this works for that. I've actually seen these trackball mice with the thumb. My mom had one for the longest time, so I'm actually pretty used to using these. I don't know if I can game with it though, but I'm very curious. So
shucks.
that's
Just
actually
my
very
luck.
thoughtful. Thank you. It's an 8-bit duo retro receipt. Oh. Is it a this looks like a PlayStation 8-bit duo receiver. Which means that's possible that there's an 8-bit duo PlayStation controller, which I have the 8-bit duo Super Nintendo controller that my wife got me for Christmas this last year, or was it birthday? They're all the same time of year. So it's very good. It's one of my favorite controllers. So oh, it's literally right here. I have it on my PC. So all right. If this is what I think it is. Oh hell yeah! It's a gaming mat. So what?
Feel that
This is
breeze.
all mouse pad material. This is all mouse pad material. So basically this is one giant mouse pad. Gaming mats are this is it. This is the way. Also the NES, awesome. The NES pad, awesome. If you do not have a gaming mat, I highly suggest getting one because everything becomes mouse pad. So this is a king get right here. This is legit. And I mean NES mouse pad. Hell yeah, right? Like that's cool. this is rad. This is really rad, really, really rad. Are you a mouse pad? If you want to be, you just gotta believe in yourself. Yeah, I have a use for this.
Take a moment to collect your thoughts, but not too long.
All right, next one. Hi, Chi. Yeah, Chi knows. Chi knows. Can I help you? Well, it's hers now. I guess. Never mind to begin. Yeah, all my things belong to her, and I'm just borrowing them. So far, this is super rad, and I'm really excited to see what's in the next one. Am I getting the order right so far? Like, is this right? They're supposed to be last.
What are we waiting for?
Maybe I put them in reverse order on accident. Oh, yeah, because here's the 8-Bit Duo PlayStation pad. I must have gotten it backwards. Damn. It's so me to do that. This is way more advanced than I thought it was. I thought it was just going to be a PlayStation controller, but it's got like a turbo or something going on with it. And it's compatible with everything. Hell yeah. This is a major hell yeah, because honestly, I bounce between what I use for my PC controller, and I just, you know, like, I need something consistent that might fill it. That is fucking rad, dude. I'm not joking. Like, I know that those aren't like you know, just a simple little thing. That's pretty huge. So oh, what? Okay. Oh my God. I see these kinds of things all the time. Dude, these are so cool. These are like, they're kind of like MMO, like extra hotkeys, basically. Right? Yeah, it's like a Bluetooth or USB, like number pad switch kind of thing. So if like you want extra hotkeys, you can just have them there, like to the left of your keyboard or something like that. Yeah, to the accompanying keyboard, exactly, auxiliary number pad. So you can have extra extra hotkeys, or just like have it detached from the keyboard. It's actually kind of funny because literally, I have a mini keyboard. This is my mini keyboard. You can see it's mini. It doesn't have the extra number pad on the side. See, it's just the keyboard itself. That's my main keyboard. I have the mini on purpose because I wanted a smaller one, and now it's Ducky. Yeah, Ducky is the way to go for keyboards. Absolutely. Now I have a number pad to fit that to like flesh it out. It'll fit my desk. Hell yeah. Honestly, I don't know why the RGB keeps flashing, like it keeps changing colors. It was set on a color, and then it started doing that, and I hit the hotkeys to make it stop doing that, and it won't go back to the way I want it. So, like the one that I wanted. So now it just changes colors all the time. You've avoided the 8-Bit Duo NES keyboard for years because it lacks a 10 key. Now the only thing holding me back is that I'd have to buy a load of brown switches to swap everything over to the preferred tactile response. Oh yeah, I prefer cherry if I recall correctly. And this is I don't know if it says what kind of mechanical switches they are. Cherry brown. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. MX Brown. Okay, so MX Brown, I don't remember exactly, but if I recall correctly, MX Brown is basically just the non-silent version of that, which is fine. These are freaking, like, I expected some trolley stuff, you know? Oh yeah, trolley stuff and goofy stuff, and I'm sitting here going like, holy shit! Like, this is rad. This is like some, oh, hey. What?
Take a moment to
I'm gonna
collect
put
your
this
thoughts,
aside.
but not too long.
Because I think it goes to the one that I did out of order because I'm dumb. Another big one. Yeah, I'm kind of blown away right now, dude. I'm just getting through it all.
This one looks good.
But I just want to take
And
a
this one
second to
too.
stop and be like,
My friends are in top condition.
holy shit, and thank you, and wow. So, I'm sorry I did it backwards on accident.
Ah, feel that breeze.
Hopefully it won't affect it too much. It's the 8-bit Do wireless mouse with NES D-pad on the side for extra keys. That actually could be cool. I don't know how it'll feel because of the NES keys, but I am very curious to try it. Oh my, no fucking way, dude. No way! The accompanying keyboard. The accompanying NES themed mechanical keyboard, dude. What? Bro, man? What? What? And there's two more of these retro receivers that I'm not sure what. I mean, it looks like a SNES and a Genesis. I'm not sure, but what? What the hell, man? I don't know what I did to deserve this, dude. I really don't know what I did to deserve this. I'm kind of at a loss. Okay, so it turns out the Fez is just rad looking, and that's cool. It wasn't thematic, so it's just a cool,
So
like,
much to do,
it
so
kind of
little
reminds
to
me
look at.
of like a beholder or like a wizard or something, but it's cool.
Ah, shucks. Just my luck.
A wireless mouse, trackball mouse, 8-bit Duo PlayStation controller. Oh, there we go. Looks like a Mega Drive Genesis controller system compatible. I'm not sure what this is. The adapters all go with the controller. Oh, of course. Holy shit! You're telling me I can take the 8-bit Duo PlayStation controller and play them on all the consoles, all of them, all of the consoles. What did you do? What did you do? Oh man.
What are we waiting for?
This one looks good. And this one too. My friends are in top condition.
What did you do, dude? you totally kidded me out with some crazy stuff, dude. Wow. In theory, you could use modern controllers too, so you could pair any controller to it. Wow. This is, like, again, after the Dragon's Lair Space Ace stuff, I expected some trolley stuff. You know, maybe some cool stuff, but like trolley, you know, and just some, but no, man, this is awesome. This is really, 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 like, it's more than just thoughtful. It's kind of crazy, and I'm super thankful. Like, that's legit. Thank you, Vax, for everything. The controller is the controller, look, when it comes to the controller, you gotta use what works. Seven uses a Hori turbo controller for mashing when we do the Fiesta for everything PlayStation because he can't manage his hands. So he actually literally uses turbo for the Fiesta to mash dialogue and stuff. Which I don't care. You know, he can have the 5 minutes that he gets from that. We haven't got to the so there's more of this stuff is from you. I thought this was it. So everything is from you then, perhaps. Because there's still 3 more. There's still 3 more. All right. There are okay, so these are from you then. Next one. Well, it's an NES cart. I'm just looking at the receipt to make sure it doesn't say anything before I unveil what it is. Okay, it is just the receipt. All right, I'll let you guys see first. Oh yeah, you were talking about this, Clash of Demon Head. Okay. I had never heard about this game ever, and it's funny because I love Scott Pilgrim, and I didn't really realize that the Clash at Demon Head was named after this game in their comic. And so I didn't really know, like, this was a real game that it was named after. So I've heard, according to sources, that this is like one of the most like underrated NES games out there. So obviously I'm excited for that, you know? I'm always up for new game experiences. I didn't even know it was a real thing, so very cool. PS2 game, sealed in plastic. This is I can feel it. It's definitely factory sealed. Okay. Where's my trash can?
So much to do.
This
so
is
little time to do it all.
that's a toughie. One of the worst, if not the worst game you ever played. He knows what he did with that one. Just so we're clear, he knows what he did. I can call it anything in the book except for a real game. It doesn't matter. He know what he sent. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Factory sealed though. Which is interesting because I see some veining in either the plastic or the cover. I have the Kingdom Hearts like foil cover PS2 game, and when I undid the plastic, it ripped the foil off. Like the plastic little wrap. When I undid it, it tore into it. It tore into this, and is ruined forever. But this is still factory sealed, so. But, Final Fantasy X2 exclusive preview inside. Woo! That's the game that almost killed the series, huh? Wow. Yeah, it's a Saga game.
Take a
Final
moment to
package.
collect your thoughts, but not too long.
Game Boy game? Oh, I think this is a Famicom game and not a NES. Because I can play Famicom games. It could be something else though.
Are we going or what?
Oh! It's the first Goonies game. Literally, I have Goonies 2 on my desk, sent by Vax, if I'm not mistaken. And he told me that the first Goonies game was Japanese only. So this is the Famicom version of it. Goonies 1, the first game. I've heard that the first Goonies game is a bit rough. And I've heard Goonies 2 is kind of like that one we just played, Legacy of the Wizard. So I don't know. Don't know what to expect out of this one. But I can play it because I do have
So
a
much
top
to do,
loader
so
Famicom.
little time to do it all.
So it'll just plug right in. My NES that I play my NES games on is literally a Famicom, not a Nintendo NES, whatever. This is
Feel that breeze.
this is an incredible spread, dude. I'm gonna have to sit here and just be like, okay, where do I want stuff? Because this is rad. This is really freaking rad. Damn. Thank you. Yeah, it's the only way to play it in the US, yeah. Legally, anyway. Well, I can't get it right now, but I have a pin converter that converts NES to, or Famicom to NES. And I do believe there's ways of reversing it as well, but anyway. I can just play it, yeah. This is an incredible spread of items, man. This is like really legit stuff, like really thoughtful, cool stuff, like nerd heaven kind of stuff. And I'm pretty blown away that you would take the time to rain all this on me, on little old me over here, you know.
Ah, shucks.
So
Just my luck.
thank you, really,
Take a
truly,
moment to
for
collect your
this
thoughts.
insane set of
But
items.
not
Even
too
if you did curse me with Unlimited Saga, it's worth it. I don't have an Amazon wish list. I don't have one. He just decided to be a freaking rad, is what he did, you know. Man, I'm just sitting here, I'm blown away. Like, this is cool stuff. This is really cool stuff. I mean, one of the 3 games that I quit on stream was Minstrel Song, the Saga Saga 2 remake, Saga something remake. So I can't imagine Unlimited Saga, which came out on the same platform, is gonna make me much happier. But I dig the aesthetic, and honestly, not all of the Saga games have that like scaling, you know, with the player and everything. Yeah, that's pretty much my take as well, Yoshi. Great taste in a giving heart, and just really raining it on. I'm just sort of in shock. Like, I pulled this stuff out, and I'm just thinking, at first, like, oh, cool, really neat stuff. Wait. Thank you. I guess I did get the order wrong too. I thought I had it right and I reversed it. And I just want to let you know, when it comes to numbers and like being exact, I'm really bad at it. Like, really bad at it, to the point where I wasn't allowed to count the till when I worked in retail, because I would count. I know how to count, but I would like maybe jumble it in my head, or, you know, I'd do something, miss a bill, whatever. Exact stuff, numbers, I just can't brain it right. It just doesn't work for me. The keyword's supposed to come before the number pad. Oh, okay. Well, that's not so bad. Anyway, math is fine, but I make the same mistakes with math as I do with everything else, where it's like, I'll forget a step, or like I just get a number out of order, or like I do a rounding error, something like that. You know, you ever seen Office Space? And then when they upload the software and Michael screws it up, and it's like, man, I always get something wrong. There's always like a decimal out of place or something, some minor detail that ends up being huge. That's me. That's me. Some minor detail, like a decimal out of place, or a digit wrong, or something seemingly mundane that has drastic consequences. That's me. So, Gomeno, sorry, I get them out of order, because he gave me numbers to put them in order, since he couldn't tell me what the items were, obviously. Anyway, this is a remarkably cool and amazing box, and I'm just really, really humbled by your generosity. So thank you. And I'm going to try to set this aside. I'll be right back, and then we'll be able to
This one looks good.
put
And
things
this
away
one
and
too.
such.
My friends are in top condition.
So much to do, so little time to do it all.
Put your butt. Cutely.
Take a moment to collect your thoughts, but not too long.
Yes, all new items must be approved by kitties. All items are approved. They just have to smell them.
Are we going or what?
No, Goonies 2 was already obtained a couple weeks ago. It was Goonies 1 for Famicom and Unlimited Saga. So once again, thank you very, very much for the insane series of boxes and gifts and everything. That is awesome. That's really cool, and I can't wait to trick out my space with all that stuff. That's really, really neat. And just to make sure that everybody else knows
Right here if we don't get a move on.
that if you are interested in sending me things, whether games or stuff, or even just small stuff, you know, just you want to send me gummy. Somebody sent me gummy dicks, and so I ate a bag of dicks, and it was hilarious. You know what I mean? There's an address to send everything below. If you do want to send me a game, make sure to please check the games list with the exclamation mark games command. That's the collection of games that I've saved over a lifetime of being a gamer, over 40 years. That way you don't send me a duplicate. Please do not send living things. Yes. Or any kind of biomaterial, as that is a federal crime. Well, I guess technically some food is allowed to be sent. All right, bet. Yeah, it wasn't a troll. It was Sylvia, I think, that sent it.
Ah, shucks. Just my luck.
So much to do, so little time to do it all.
Let's say we go get our butts kicked now. Glitter in with the gummy dicks for people you actually hate. As long as it's edible glitter. I wanted Invincible. No, Lionheart. I have the shield for every element except for Moon, which is a shame. There's some games you're thinking of sending me, huh? I don't know what I'm gonna do with Unlimited Saga. I feel compelled to play it, but I know I'm gonna hate it. Who knows? Who knows? I feel like I'm at full HP or I'm dead, so this actually might be pretty decent. If there was like an MP regen one, even if it was like 1 MP every 10 seconds, that would just be like, that would be the one. Oh, his magic defense is really low. Ah. You can only use the vessel of anything you've maxed out on. So you can change the vessel, you can change your weapon type and the class strike. But what passives do you actually get here? There should be a thing. Okay, I can set them here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can set 10 class passives? 10? What? Okay, hold on a second. I need to go to the plot here, and I need to potentially change a lot of stuff going on here. So I can equip up to 10 of these class passives on the base class once I've mastered one single one. So I don't need to put them on Luna. I can put them on anything, and I can get these increased crit and crit damage passives. Knockback and stun by 100% during battle, increases damage dealt to enemies not targeted self by 30%. Critical hit damage. Less likely to be targeted. Yeah.
I'm on the right track.
Reducing the damage suffered from enemy attack by 30%. Raises stun rate of special attacks. Raises magic attack by 20. Critical hits will apply attack, lower enemies attack. Ooh, yes. Oh God, yes.
My
Okay.
horizons have
Yeah.
broadened. I'm on the right track.
Enables normal and special attacks to ignore enemy resistances. That might be good. Physical damage suffered by the entire party by 15%. That'll prevent me from getting one shot. I want to say that will work if they're afflicted with a status effect. It might have to be a stat down, not a status effect. But yeah. Oh. Okay. Well, then I can just apply them. Since all enemies are stunned, grants 50% chance of putting an enemy to sleep. 20% chance of poisoning on enemy with normal attack. I like that. I might go for that. I'm debating on what I want first. Yeah. Yeah, let's definitely go for these.
My horizons have broadened.
I really want that one, but it's pretty deep in.
I'm on the right track.
Elemental stone things? Yeah, you can see I have all 8 right here. That's actually pretty good because I'm trying to buff with her, but The one that gives you the points for the elemental board. What? Yeah. Yeah, it was actually a complaint that I had. I was talking to Waifu last night after the game. I was like, the amount of points you need to fill out your board is like 4,500, but you get 5 per level and 5 per one of those little elemental stones. And so through leveling, 100 levels, 5 per level, that's 500. And through all the stones, there's probably another 500, because there's about 100 of them probably. That's 1,000 points that you get to spend. Unless you find gold clovers, which I've probably maybe found maybe 500 gold clovers the entire game. That's including quests that give like 70, 80, stuff like that, because it's only one small chain. So like, if you were to like give all of that to one character, you could max out maybe 2 or 3 boards, like plot lines. And it was kind of a complaint. I was like, there needs to be way more. There needs to be way more gold clover, way more, or more points per level. You know, like times 10. Because you should be able to reasonably, with a little bit of grinding, fill this board out. It's 500 points to max out one class, exactly. Because the last 2 points are 100 each. There's 150, so that's 350 just with that. And then 450, 20, 30, 40. So 490 points, basically, to max out one board. Whoa. That's really strong, but I do not have 100. I do not have the 300 points I need or 500 points I need to fill this out. Yes, that would allow me. Well, I guess they die, but still. I need this one. Damn, 255 points. What?
Good job, man.
Right, I would need. Yeah, you almost positively need to do New Game Plus for the extra points. I would really like to get these, but I would need 280 points. And I have 120, so I can't even get 2 of these. Whatever. That's cool. That's not bad. That could be really useful. I like that. That's pretty neat. That's unnecessary. I think this is like summoning stuff. It's not bad, but it stops at 50%. It's actually pretty legit and it's super cheap, so I'm gonna go for it. Because it's just like regen in battle, period, you know? Interesting. That's also very good. Also very good for longevity for this fight. I don't have the points to get up here, so it's pointless. That's the one. That's it. That's it. Restores 5% MP every 10 seconds for the entire party during battle. That's the one. Like, straight up, that's it.
Elements are all around us.
That's MP regen. Done. And then this
I'm
one.
starting to twig it.
And then this one, for sure.
The elements are all around us.
Okay, what's great about this now is that I can change their classes, because I don't want them to be light. I just want the passives. So I put him on here, and then I give him, well, I guess I have to give him the Lumina Lantern, whatever. What was his best weapon? His best weapon was a katana, but I don't know how the katana plays. Oh, what's this? This is just better. Quite a bit of a drop. We'll mess around with the katana. Yeah, a cat-tana, because his katana has cat ears on it, on the blade guard. Is that right? Hold on a second. I think only certain abilities can be moved forward. Because he should have more. So what I'm seeing here is that these ones can't be brought over. Only these ones and higher, I think. So the 60.1s and higher are the only ones that can be brought over, I think. Sammy, thank you for the 80 months of subbing. That, or you know what it is? It's any tree that I've mastered. So I have to have mastered a tree in order to be able to bring it over. I think that's what I'm seeing. That's really kind of meh with how little points you get. Right? Because that means these are just the ones that I already had access to. So am I gaining or am I losing here? I can't tell if I'm gaining or losing or staying the same, because I still have the same passives, but I didn't max out another tree, which means I don't get to have this regen or the MP regen that I wanted. I need 200 freaking gold clovers. So I still have these passives and all this magic, and I can only use the Lumine thing. So it's just basically whatever you master, you can equip. The difference is that I get to choose my weapon. That's all that is. I get to change my weapon. So once you've mastered a path, if you want to use that path still, then just go to your default and then you can use any weapon you want to. I guess that's it, I suppose. It's a little disappointing because if I had known that, I would have changed how I built what I would actually spend points on. So I'm not actually able to really go all out and use the stuff that that I spent points in Clovers on. Can you respec? Yes, actually that's a great idea. I should respec. Because I can change where I put my points quite a bit. Oh yeah, it's been pretty much recovered for a while now, yeah. For the most part.
I'm starting to twig it. The elements are all around us. I'm starting to twig it.
Existing, breathing wrong, who
The
knows?
elements are all around us. I feel a deep connection with the spirits.
I have to go all the way in if I want to use one of the passives, so I want passives for fire, which means I have to learn everything.
All around us. I'm starting to twig it. The elements are all around us. I feel a deep connection with the spirits.
What spells do I want to make sure he learns? I would like if he had Dark Curse, but honestly, I don't really need it. Because I have some stuff that'll do attack down already. So it's not really something I really care about right now, and for this fight anyway. Don't care about that. Definitely care about that.
I'm starting to twig it. The elements are all around us.
I might want to go with the rest of this tree anyway. We'll see. Let me make sure I... Ah, right. That was the other tree that I wanted.
I'm starting to twig it. The elements are all around us. I'm starting to twig it. The elements are all around us.
Not like you slept said wrong. Could have been. Could have been I sneezed. You know, like it. Who knows with that? It's just it's like a random nerve damage thing. You know, you don't know. And we'll save the rest of the points because I actually don't need any of the other things. So when we go to equip his abilities. Oops. I wonder if rabbits are considered bipedal because they do have 2 legs. I'm pretty sure these stack with the other regens, so you get extra regen when low HP. Okay, so as far as Morley goes, he definitely wanted Moon because he gets all that crit and crit
My
damage.
horizons have broadened. I'm on the right track.
And the
My
auto kill
horizons have
on the
broadened.
demon.
I'm on the right track. My horizons have broadened.
I like wind. Wind is strong. I like the poison one. Yeah, this one. Except for I don't really care for the trap stuff. Yeah, this is ninja moves, don't care. This one might be really good just because the extra defenses. Normal attack damage by 20% is really strong. And then you have the extra attack when your HP is high, which is going to be often. I like this one also just because of the regular interval or intermittent damage reduction potential. Like there's a lot of good chance for reducing damage that will minimize resource use. But overall, it's kind of eh. This one's good though. Oh. Yeah, that actually might be integral.
I'm on the right track. My horizons have broadened. I'm on the right track. My horizons have broadened. I'm on the right track.
There was there's one skill though that I definitely want. Where is it? Inflation. That's on fire. Oh, and that's the one with the poison on hit. I don't know what a trap move is specifically. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I heard about it, and it's kind of a joke. So it's chance on poison, assuming that the thing is even vulnerable to poison, versus lots of extra crit damage, knockback resistance. Okay, so let's go to inflation because we absolutely, positively, definitely want that. Yeah, it's very tone deaf, isn't it?
My horizons have broadened.
And then I don't have enough, do I? Okay, so we're going for this one.
I'm on the right track. I have the spirits to thank.
It was 500 for the no disc and 600 for the one with a disc tray. All right, so I definitely want fire for all the class skill
Day by day.
gauge stuff.
Good job, Lane. I'm getting stronger day by day. Good job, Lane.
That's pretty much going to be all the time, so that might be good. Because I have protection spells and stuff on her to minimize damage. Will I buy a pro? I'm not made of money, dude. I don't have money falling out of my pockets. That's a no. That might be this one. Yeah, she could just buff and be done.
Day by day.
She never has to rebuff ever again unless they die.
I'm getting stronger day by day.
And the reduced damage in general will
Good job,
help.
Lane.
I don't think there's any spell that she like wants, so I can just. Well, there is protection plus and mental boost plus. Those, yeah, or, yeah, yeah. So that might be it, huh? Oh, it's just for her though. I mean, they said a while ago that they're about halfway through the PS5 lifetime, at least the projected lifetime, which is to say that's still like 3 or 4 years of PS5. I don't really care about any of these, so yeah, I'm just gonna get the spell.
Stronger day by day. Good job.
Oh, it's been really, really strong. Yeah, it's been
Stronger day
excellent.
by day.
I use it pretty often for gaming if I'm not streaming,
I'm getting stronger day by
and
day.
it just is really smooth.
Good job, Lane.
So I have 280 points needed to actually get something, so I can't. The only thing I could get is like a spell, which there's nothing I want. So we'll just save her points. Okay. Oh, I didn't change her job. Significantly better. That's it? I think I could just put everything on, honestly. Boy, I really wondering what I can do with Palomina as well. With a cleaner build. Like I would get rid of all of this. We're not gonna worry about that just yet. Right, we still gotta do, you know, I'm just gonna zone in and out. Oh, no. I'm gonna zone out just to get a autosave going. Because that was a lot of menuing. They're kind of different games though. Like Tales of is a little bit more semi-auto, and this is just an action RPG, you know? Triangle should be healing plus. X should be honestly anything, I think. Yeah. I don't actually care about any of his other abilities. Yeah, see, I'm the opposite. Not using semi-auto is annoying because like the way that movement works in a 3D game, it's really hard to pinpoint the correct angle of like attacking, and you're gonna end up like brazing the side of an enemy instead of going at them, or just it's just not reliable, you know. So I always go for semi-auto because then it locks me. It's basically like a auto locking onto the enemy. It's not really even an auto gaming, it's just a lock on basically. Moonsaber actually might be legit here. What did I do? Oh, sick. Wow. The ultimate weapons have like special effects on them.
Guess it's my turn.
Yeah, they're like bigger effects and stuff. All right, let's see how the katana works.
Let's just get this over with.
Let's keep it moving.
Moving.
Let's keep it moving.
We need to press on.
Those are much bigger hits. Thank you, Adamantis, for the 35 months. Okay, let's see if that was just the level difference or if it was actually the katana. Cause having okay, so it's the katana. So the attack power of the dagger is not just the attack power of the dagger. It's assuming that all of your attacks in a single button press connect. So let's say the attack power of the dagger is 500 and the katana is 500, but your first swing of the dagger is 2 hits. It'll be 250, 250 if you're doing 500 damage, as opposed to the katana just being 500. So it's literally pointless to benefit from the fast multi-hit aspect of the dagger. It looks nice and it has some AoE properties, but no, the katana is actually straight up better. I do want to see the cane as well. So another benefit of the katana is that
Let's finish this.
if there's like a linear scaling, then it'll prevent the damage from being reduced too much from the small micro hits.
We need to press on.
I do notice that my crit rate is far from 100% though. This one needs to come off for crit rate plus. You heard about Oreo flavored Coke and Coke flavored Oreos? That doesn't sound too appetizing, not gonna lie. Looks like I'm just gonna have to teleport here if I
Where's
want
our
to
next
try
stop?
fighting these enemies. Oh, I love this. I love this attack. This will be great against the Radlight because I can like duck out and do great damage and back away from the opponent, so it minimizes my chance of being damaged there. That's fantastic.
Expect a difficult trial ahead.
Carrot cake Oreos sound really good.
On it! Moving.
It has a
I can go another
pretty
round.
damn good range, not gonna lie.
We have other places to be. Moving. Keep them coming.
Ooh, you can perfect dodge too. That's interesting. I didn't expect there to have to be a perfect dodge mechanic in this game.
Want some more? What's the point of hoarding all this lucre if you're not gonna use it?
All right.
Why are you taking me backwards? Whatever, I'm ready. I'm ready to go, so it doesn't matter.
Now where's our next stop?
You have a problem? I'm sorry. How do you get it to unadopt you? You don't. You have been chosen. You have been blessed.
Keep them covered. Understood.
I mean, you really could if you wanted to be cruel to an animal, but I don't think you want to do that. What you should do is, if it seems that it needs your nurture and care, is you should lean into that, bring it inside, feed it, make it warm, get a cat box for it.
Useless tool. Keep them covered.
Keep it moving.
Have you ever owned a cat before? Have you ever had a cat before? I'm reluctant to say own. Have you ever had a cat before?
We don't have all day here.
Keep it moving. That's no fun.
More. Consider yourself lucky I didn't go all out.
It's not that hard though. Get a cat box, get a decent cat litter, fill it a couple inches. Get a poop scoop. Get some cheapy little plastic bags to put it in. I used to use grocery bags for a long time, but they kind of get torn on the corners. So just get some bags for cleaning it, you know, so you can scoop it into the bag and tie it off and throw it away each day. Get some cat food. Research actually healthy cat food, not the store-bought crap, because that's really unhealthy for them. And get a cat bowl and keep water out in 2 or 3 locations that you keep water out. Clean those dishes every week or 2, and well, try to protect your furniture. And make sure there's nothing breakable on the edge of a table or anything like that, like on a fireplace mantle that they can knock down and break. After that, you have a cat. You have a companion. You have a furry little friend who will always be there for you.
What are we waiting for?
We're waiting for me
I'm gonna take root right here if we don't get a move
to
on.
take a picture of Cecil being super cute right now, so that Stalker will fall in love with his cat. All right, in the Share Your Animals channel, as soon as my phone decides to actually load the pictures. Discord mobile is so buggy. All right, I've taken a picture of Cecil and posted it in the Discord, and he's just being super cute, just laying there next to me. And that's a belly that you can pet. That's a belly you can pet, right there. And they'll love you for it. And if that doesn't want to encourage you to bring that cat inside and give it a warm place to be, then I don't know. I will say there's a chance that, you know, it's not fixed or something, and it could potentially pee somewhere or whatever. There's always a risk of that. Like, we're actually having to deal with Raven for the last bit of time, having cat box accidents, and it's a bit of an annoyance, which is like a lifetime of owning cats. I've never had a cat have a problem using the cat box, so 1 out of like 20 is pretty damn good, you know?
I'm on it.
Guess it's my turn.
Thank you.
No, he loves us both. All right, let's try the rabbit now that we have our apparently I was missing out by not doing the freelancer thing, so this should be like quite a bit better and more manageable. I essentially was going in underpowered, so yeah.
Much obliged. Much obliged. Time to get to work.
Leave it to me.
Arena taken over.
I'll deal with this. Thank you.
I forgot to set elemental thingies to 2 of my party members. That's actually kind of funny.
Thank you. Inflation! You're not getting away! Inflation! Think you can handle this? Buckle up. You're not getting away! Buckle up. Inflation! Think you can handle this?
Guess it's my turn.
Time to get to work. Think you can handle so much obliged. Inflation! Much obliged.
Guess it's my turn.
Alright, timing. Thank you. Inflation! Buckle up. Thank you. This is your end. Crush them.
I will say one thing about the katana versus the daggers is that the MP gain is significantly lower because there are less hits, but that's it.
Enough games! Bravo! Do not use your attacks!
Guess it's my
Much obliged. Time to get to work.
Hey, way to go.
Much obliged.
Guess it's my turn. You're so high maintenance.
I'll deal with this. Give them something to write home about. Enough games! Crush them. Much obliged. Much obliged.
Why am I not seeing the damage numbers anymore? Does anybody know why I'm not seeing the damage numbers anymore? Is it like a button press or something that I accidentally pressed?
Much obliged.
Guess it's my turn.
I'm all right. Witness my great strength. You're mine now.
Oh, I should see how much my class skill is doing. I'm not gonna skip the animation next time. I'm not gonna lie, the difference in difficulty of this fight after just changing some things up is significant. Like, nobody's dying, nobody's at risk of dying. His attack power is down all the time. My attack, defense and magic defense are up 100% of the time. And I have that shadow shield on all the time as well. In fact, it's so, oh, I can't set it. I was gonna change the mana shield to be, the dark shield to be automatically cast. Because I have so much MP now, I can just always have it up. Like, this is a total game changer. Yeah, I'm bullying him. I'm just bullying the rabbi now.
Guess it's my turn. Into the fire.
Time to get to work.
Guess it's my turn. Ready to go.
Karina taking over.
I'll deal with this. Have a taste of my swordsmanship.
Oh, I can't see the numbers. Damn, I want to see the numbers. 10,000 though? That's really good. Holy hand grenade. Thank you for the sub gift to Holy hand grenade. It does kind of feel like I found the Holy hand grenade of Antioch for this fight in a way.
Much obliged.
Whoa. Silly AI and their silly silliness.
I can help you.
It doesn't seem like the poison is triggering on the boss though. That's a shame. Like I'm actually full MP with oh wow, what the fuck?
It's my turn.
Karina taking over.
Guess it's my turn.
With
Time to get to work.
Morley again, and even though I burned all of his MP, I haven't used a single MP restoration item.
Time to get to work. Thank you. Inflation! Inflation! Think you can handle this? You're not getting away! Inflation! Think you can handle this? Inflation! You're not obliged. Give them something to write home about.
Ooh, that hurt.
I can help you.
Karina taking over.
Leave it to me. Are you okay?
Karina taking over.
Shane! Focus your power.
I like how Morley AI just soloed the demon by using the insta death proc.
Karina taking over.
Guess it's my turn. Shane!
I'm on it.
I'll deal with this.
Insta death proc, love it. To be fair, I was using the insta-death before.
Enough! Games! Crush them!
Alright, here's where it gets scary.
Take it over. Leave it to me.
Time to get to work. Much obliged. Much obliged.
Karina, take it over.
Leave it to me. Guess it's my turn.
I'll do it. Thank you. Your boy has a taste of my swordsmanship.
Your boy has a taste of my swordsmanship. That's what I heard.
Leave it to me. Take this.
I don't even have elemental vessels on 2 of my characters. This is hilarious.
Thank you.
Night and day. Although I would say the biggest flaw in my build right now is like actual damage output. Even though my damage uptime is significantly higher than it was. So by extension, my output is significantly higher. But
Time to get to work.
I feel like it could be better, you know, because like these rabbits are just not dying. They're taking forever to kill.
Buckle up. No point in holding back. Enough games. Inflation. Think you can handle this? Buckle up. Think you can handle this?
Like my first attempt at this was just like, ain't no way we're doing this. My second attempt, it was kind of buggy, and so I didn't really get. Well, it wasn't that we weren't. It was my first feeling wasn't that we aren't able to do it. It was more like I'm gonna have to be extremely conservative with my MP and just let the AI do damage while I sit there and res and heal the whole time through. That was like my original thought.
Guess it's my turn.
Now my thought, sorry, my second attempt was the long, and it bugged out with the class skill, and then eventually crashed the game. So it really wasn't much of an attempt. But now my thought is, I don't need items. Like I will not need an item. I can use items to help build my MP, but this is like legitimately face roll, I think. I mean, it's not face roll. Okay, let's be clear. It's not face roll. It's more like I need to care, but I can play normally, you know? I can play like the normal style of I can control Morley and just swap whenever I need it. You know, like a hard story boss or something like that.
Karina, take it over.
You, Karina, damn it.
I'm on it.
Leave it to me.
Karina, take it over.
Time to get to work. You're not getting away. Inflation. Buckle up. Inflation.
I will say though, the camera still is complete garbage in this fight. I don't know why, but it has this like tendency to point towards the center of the room no matter what, and it's super aggravating. No, I don't know why. It just stopped mid-battle. Like it was doing it and then it stopped.
Much obliged. Perfect moment to strike. Enough games.
But yeah, the only thing that I'm missing is my class skill is not building as fast. And it might just be because I forgot to put something on or what, but that's it. That's the only thing that I don't have for my previous build.
Karina taking over.
Leave it to me.
I'll deal with this.
That's why the camera keeps going all wild and pointing in a weird direction. I'm not touching the camera and it keeps spinning around in a stupid way.
I'm on it. Don't let this go to waste. This'll teach you not to mess with me. How about we swap elements biscuits? Unleash your power.
Time to get to work.
Looks like what Ruffle is.
Much obliged. Much obliged. No point in holding back.
Wow. That's neat. There is an extinction mechanic in Lightning Returns as well. It is. So these ads, I have to be killed before I can do damage to the main Rabite again.
Time is now. Thank you. Thank you.
Guess it's my turn.
Stop. Karina taking over. I'll end you.
And I get 20% of my gauge back.
Guess it's my
I'll
turn.
deal with this.
Karina taking over.
Guess it's my turn. Sorry, everyone. Wait, I'm not done yet. Thanks, Black.
I'll deal with this.
Karina taking over.
All right.
Focus your power.
Don't let this go to waste. Go get it. Go get it.
Time to get to work.
I'm on it. I'll protection.
Honestly, the MP magic defense up or whatever saved me there. Oh, I don't need to hold it to do that. I just need to press it.
Karina taking over.
Guess it's my turn. Are you okay?
I thought I needed a whole triangle to do that back step.
Arena taking over. How do you like this?
Guess it's my turn.
I'll deal with this.
Guess it's my turn.
Time to get to work.
Keep on pressing down to go to Joulet, and I need to press up.
Leave it to me.
Time to get to work.
Arena taking over.
Time to get to work.
Not gonna lie, that meteor coming down so constantly is kind of brutal.
Ready to go.
I'm unstoppable. I'll end you.
The good thing about class skill, by the way, that not a lot of people realize is that it interrupts whatever current ability the enemy is doing. So if they're charging up for like a really mean ability that you're really struggling to figure out and avoid how to live through, you can just... I can't believe that's so painful with all my buffs and everything.
I'll deal
You can just class skill through it and it'll stop the casting.
Guess it's my turn.
Nice timing.
Oops, wrong thing.
Witness my great strength. Go! Don't hesitate to strike. You're not getting away.
Time for inflation victory! Inflation! Hell yeah, dude! Wow. Yep. I discovered something about the build, and that's it. That's all it took. Rabite season, yeah, it's a great trophy name. Hell yeah. That's just, oh man, that's such a great feeling when you kind of mess with the menus a little bit and you kind of go, wait a second, what does this do? Boom. And it just, oh, that was a world of difference. Allow survival at 1 HP if struck with a blow that would otherwise be fatal when not directly controlling the character or equipping this ability. Like, period? They can only die if they're at 1 HP? I mean, realistically, I should put that on Joulet and just not control him ever. Duck season. Thank you, Neo, for the sub gift to Duck season. Nice, that's good. I kind of like it on Merlay as well, but I think this is the way. I can take away Dark Shield. I don't need that anymore, actually. So yeah. Damn. Well, that was really cool. I have to say that I was a little frustrated with this fight yesterday because it felt a little overbearing, and I wasn't really thrilled with the design of it, and it was my fault, 100% my fault. Like that, there's nobody else to blame for that except for me, just not understanding the build and you know the fact that this was the ultimate super boss, and I needed to care about my build more. So 100% on me. I figured it out, and it was actually pretty easy after I checked out my builds. So yeah, really thrilled with that. Now I have to figure out the bestiary though, because this game doesn't have a really good bestiary. And so I basically have to look at a bestiary list and go through a line item one at a time until I find which... What? Which ones I'm missing and which ones I'm not. I know which one you're referring to. You're probably referring to like the dragon, the one that gets bigger from the tadpole. I'm almost positive I have that.
We should be off.
But yeah, I can poison it or use Morlay's half HP thing or something like that. I know about it because RPG Chick had that issue with her bestiary before she got the platinum trophy.
Off we go, Flammy!
No more super bosses left, Vierlacourt. All we're doing is cleaning up the bestiary. That's it. I don't even think we have any quests. Flame season? Is that when the Fire Nation got
What's our
counterattacked?
next move?
Oh. Have a good night, Neo. Thanks again for hanging out and all the sub gifts love. Thank you. Okay, so we have to go through our bestiary and we basically have to go one at a time until we get them all. So I gotta find a list. Visions of Mana, Mana Encyclopedia. I'm not really seeing a good... Oh, here we go. This looks like alphabetical, though. I don't need alphabetical. I need it to be in this order. If anybody has a really good bestiary thing, I need it listed as the bestiary is listed in this game, because the way this works is that there is no like question mark for the missing bestiary entries. So, oh, it tells you resistances and what it's weak to as well. Oh, that's awesome for like the extreme mode. So because of that, I can't just go through the bestiary and be like, I'm missing entry 252, you know? I have to go through and I have to find out what I'm missing, but I need a list for that. So kind of a miss. Oh, that's a nemesis list. Can't be a YouTube video, by the way. I need a list. The wiki, the mana wiki doesn't even have it. What's up, Tiger? Oh, there's a Mothron type enemy as well. Oh, that's... never mind, that's Terraria. Lots of guides for everything but a bestiary list. I just need a list. No, I have GameFAQ entries of people asking about that. Let's see if this guide has it. Nope. My browser's really moving slowly right now too, so it's very aggravating to try and browse. It's like a minute between, or like a minute, like several seconds between each scrolling, and like 5 seconds before it'll scroll. I mean, I have to have had all the nemesis because I needed it for the trophy to kill all nemesis. Obviously, I had to have done all bosses. So it has to be normal enemies. There's a lot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I see a YouTube video for a bestiary guide, but like I can't use a video. Not to mention I just need a fucking list. I don't need to hear 40 minutes of you prattling on about God knows what. I just need a fucking list. Take your dumb video, put it in a text, delete everything except for the monster names, and put it in a list in the order that they appear on the bestiary so I can just go through it. Please, if you actually wanted to help gamers, do that. Not, yeah, exactly. They just want engagement, exactly. Oh, hold on. This video actually might be good because it goes through the bestiary list. Come on, keep going. Anniversary. You know, I'm really surprised that I did every quest in the game and every trophy and everything, and I didn't actually fill out my bestiary, because I'd imagine there's a kill quest for every enemy in the entire game. I'm guessing that it has to be one of those evolving enemies or something, but oh, hold on. Blood Owl. Wait. Arpato, Sahagan, Petit Poseidon, Blood Owl, Evil Sword, Dane's Leaf. Okay, we're good. Doom Sword. Suck you, babe. Okay, there are multiple. Yep, there we go. It is one of these. Apparently, I didn't get the Lizardon, Duragorge. So it's in it's the Duragorge dragon. I know that I struggled with a lot of these enemies, and I know they were evolving throughout the entirety of the game. So I thought for sure I had those evolving dragon enemies because I struggled to have with killing them before they evolved. So we have to wait until they get low HP and then let them hatch. And it's an easy way to do this. Basically turn the AI into do nothing. Duragorge should be over here.
together another time.
All right, so let's set our strategy. Oh yeah, I should actually set an elemental vessel since, you know, I did all that. Let's just stick with this for now. The boomerang would technically be better. And I need poison as a skill. Which I do believe I have, yeah.
Guess it's my turn.
I've definitely had a bunch of them transform, but clearly not the one that I didn't, like, clearly this first one or whatever I didn't get to transform.
Get out of our way. Must no fuss. Let's keep it moving.
Dude, this weapon is actually sick. I mean, 100 damage is actually really low for these low level enemies, but it's really cool that I could just... The ultimate weapon for this healer character is a ranged... Even if it's a short range weapon, I think that's really clever and smart and thinking about, you know, the class character and the expected builds out of them, you know? It shows forward thinking about the character concept.
Let's just get this over with.
Got me there. Poison bubble!
One of them were poisoned.
Let's keep it moving. Got me there. Take this. Must no fuss.
I think I might actually be able to hit one without killing it. Ramco, stop it.
Don't let it get away.
Okay. Must no fuss. It's just survival of the fittest. I don't make the rules.
Lizard unadded. Okay. Back to the bestiary. This was actually pretty far down the list. I mean, there was a challenge with all the dragon types, so if I don't have a dragon, that'd be pretty surprising. Oh, you know, it's possible there are some enemies up on the island that I didn't fight because they changed all the enemies up there when you do the side quest. So there's a good chance that there's actually a bunch of enemies up there that I haven't fought. I bet you anything we start seeing that because we're getting near the end of the list. There's one. Shadow 001, floating island of Ulu. What do you know? Let's put our AI back before we forget about that.
Off we go, Flammy! Fly, Flammy, fly!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I bet if I just went in here and fought some monsters, I bet you I just get it. I bet you anything that I'm missing is gonna be here.
Our thanks.
I'm on it.
I'll deal with this.
I'll bring it to the bow in no time.
Now's the time!
Thanks. Keep them coming.
Finish line!
That was hardly worth the energy.
You know, it's kind of funny how you spend all game kind of like begging to squeak out like more than 10, 20, 30 damage, right? And at the end of the game, it just goes from, you know, 50 damage to like 500 in a seemingly very short time.
Too slow. Thanks. Move it. Easy.
These things are very defensive, though.
It's useless to run. The results speak for themselves.
Dagger might be better for this. I wonder if there's a better dagger than anything I found that I just didn't. No, and that can't be, right? I did every quest. I did every achievement. I did everything on the map. There can't possibly be a better weapon than what I have for any slot, right? Right? Right?
One more. I might have gone a bit overboard.
Ah, there we go.
Let's finish this!
Go for it. Nice timing. Nice timing.
Know thine enemy, and... Ah, Visions of Mana Platinum Trophy in the bag. There it is. Trophy level up, apparently, too. GG. Platinum Trophy. Boom. Another platinum. Hell yeah. Reset and do it all over again. So that's now 14 platinum trophies. It doesn't include Lightning Returns in that because it's a PS3. I don't think that's the same account. And also I platinum Lightning Returns twice. I think it would be better to do the dagger for grinding just because the dagger hits harder, or sorry, more often. And the more often hits mean that death can proc on my attacks more often. So I think if I go to Vessel and I change weapon type to knife, and I don't have to equip it, it's there. I think it would just be a better, more reliable grind this way, because you hit more often, which means more death chances, just like that. And that.
On it! Grow stronger with every battle. It's useless to run. Nice time.
I'm not getting damage numbers again. That's a new bug that we didn't experience all game, and then all of a sudden we have had it 4 or 5 times already today. Look at that, just death, 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 death.
Grow stronger with every battle.
I wonder what those orbs are that are following me. I have no idea what those are.
Where's our next stop?
Do enemies spawn? Yeah, they do. They spawn by the time I'm done with one go, and then I just come back. I'm guessing the Steelpeons are resistant to the death, so it might be better to just use a class skill on
Difference in
them.
power is like night and day.
I am like really pretty sure that this is the grinding spot for levels if you wanted to grind levels.
I need you. Nice touch. Useless to
It might be better to use Palomina for this though, because especially with her neutral class, I'll be able to get increased damage and reduced casting speed, and I could just go in and start blasting. I'm curious. Let's before we. So I know we're really early here in the stream. I'm gonna do a couple things. I'm gonna do a full comprehensive review of the game like we always do, but also I'm gonna try a build here in a second, and I'm also going to try extreme mode and see if what's up with it, right? So Palomina is not reset, so let's reset Palomina. So first things first is I definitely want water, because you get the reduced casting time of magic by 40%, not to mention Doppelganger, which in my opinion is the best spell in the game that I've ever cast, because it's a multi-strike hit that each time it strikes, it retargets its enemy, and it's a good area of effect as well. You do get some other stuff, but it's mostly just reduced casting time, so want that for sure. I think that's essential. Not to mention water is a really great vessel for her.
My bond with the spirits virgins. My partnership with the spirits is profound.
And the MP regeneration from Julie would be ridiculous. Oh hey, increase damage by 20% while Palomina attacks an enemy of lower level than herself. That's actually crazy good, because at this level, everything's lower level. Literally everything is lower level. So it would just be 20% increased damage. Immune to knockback while casting is actually incredibly strong because it's a whole accessory that you could negate needing. Ugh. No. Nope. 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 Wait. Wow. Okay. Actually, probably potentially pretty good if you could get like the giant enemy crab one that just one-shots the field. Boom. Or even just doesn't, you know, it just you just plop a bunch of them in there, you know. This is actually pretty interesting because you could actually mitigate some of unavoidable damage by just starting a cast as soon as you see something come out like the Rabite laser. Oh shit, I'm gonna get hit by that. I'm gonna just start a cast so I reduce it by half. Oh, big thumbs up, absolutely. We just got the platinum trophy, like, so yeah. I would like to believe that that's actually something that I could utilize, but I don't know. No. No. Oh, status effect. No. No. Where's the one that just says you do more damage? Like, what the hell? There's gotta be one where it's just like do more damage, right? I think this one is probably the best bet. It's so like Elemental Break is so long. I mean, that's pretty good. These, honestly, it looks like Lumine is gonna be
May this cultivate
one.
our connection, my bond with the spirit's virgins. May this cultivate our connection, my bond with
Does
the
that give me the
spirit's
20%
virgins.
increase to enemies lower level, or was that a different one? So this is the other one that might be good. That's actually not bad. I hate this because it's like you have to be at 100% MP. However, for grinding purposes, it might just be really good, or just clearing through mobs really fast. And then there is that one, I suppose, that's not terrible. There's no spell that I want at all. I have Glitter Dust and Doppelganger, which in my opinion are the two strongest. Well, there is Eidolon, which is great. I don't like the rest of this though.
May this cultivate our connection.
It gives her access to wind as well, which is not a terrible one to get with her, as well as like pairing with
My
light.
partnership with the spirits is
So let's equip and see where she can get to. First off, her ultimate weapon has a very high magic attack. Let's see where the other ones are at. Huh. The boots are usually higher attack power. Significantly better on magic power. I want to say special attacks include magic. Well, looks like I'm actually gonna have to care. Oh, where did this one come from? Increase the damage of magic attacks by 50%. Increase damage of summoning by 100%. Well, shit. That's exactly what I was looking for. I just happened to have it accidentally. Okay, so Morley's gonna sit out for this because they work together. Let's see how this works.
I will make quick work of that. Double damage.
I'm not seeing damage numbers and it bothers me.
Power. Give up. Perish. Double at once. On guard.
Okay, well, I mean, it was those were elites and that was pretty decently fast for elites. I don't have full MP though after a battle, which takes away the value of doing more damage at full MP. But what about non-elites? How does this go?
Submit. On guard.
I actually still think Morley is faster, even just single targeting. Honestly, they're both are very viable. Both work just fine. Morley's just is a little bit elemental points plus 20. Really? Plus 20? Huh. Maybe the last levels. Maybe the last several levels give you a lot more elemental points until level 99 or 100 or whatever.
Yeah.
More? It's just
Okay.
not your lucky day.
still don't know why I have a bunch of light balls following me. I have no idea what that's about.
There's much about the world that I do not yet know. Let us ponder our next plan.
I'm gonna reset the game because the no damage thingy is really bugging me. And see if that will cause the numbers to show, because one of the things that's like preventing me from understanding whether or not it's a better build is because I can't see the damage values. You know, Morlaix hits for 100 to 500,
Visions
but
of
it's single
mana.
target, you know? So if I'm just spam hitting for 100, boom, 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 boom on AoE, that's going to be better, right? I mean, the time it took obviously is a factor, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'll breeze through these foes in no time.
Submit.
It's not just spam 100, it's spam 150.
Double game. Who wants some more? Last one.
Gratitude.
All right, I do think that's better.
Consider yourself lucky. I can go all out.
I wonder if there's just a better spell though. Like in general, what would be a better spell for the grind? Would it be
You're a couple centuries too young to be
this one
fighting us.
instead? It was definitely faster. But they were clumped, so.
A rather feeble clock. Let us finish this fast. Appreciate it. My gratitude. They were not our equal.
It's hard to say. I think both builds are totally viable for grinding. I think just this is a little bit more of a brainless build because you just spam your spell. With Morlaix, you
Let
kind of
us
have to.
ponder
Oh,
our
hey,
next
there's enemies
plan.
over here. You kind of have to like make sure you're targeting the right one.
Worth my while. Give up. Better get out that element on guard.
Appreciate.
I will not limit myself.
My thanks.
That's what you get for underestimating me.
The grind wouldn't take too long though. I think maybe a few hours total to get
Let us
from 70
ponder
to
our
80 to
next plan.
99. It's not bad. All right, review time. Let's do that full comprehensive review time. Well, this computer's really chugging. All right, so we're gonna be doing a full comprehensive review of where are you playing Neo yesterday? I was playing Neo the day before yesterday. Sunday, Monday, Yan, our viewer choice games, where we play our viewer voted games, which currently is Neo. We'll get back to that on Sunday and Monday. All right, so let me get a chat poll. So I think mods are asleep at the wheel. Poll is up. 3 minutes to vote on it. What do you think the game is on a scale of 1 to 10? Doesn't matter how much you've seen of it, just what you think the game is out of 10. go ahead and vote now. That'll be on the document. Otherwise, I rate on a 5 as average scale. So, you know, if a game is all right, it does its job, it's okay. You know, it doesn't really excel, but it doesn't really fail in any particular category. That's a 5, you know? It's okay. You know, whatever. It's all right. 5, okay? And I'm pretty much a stickler to that rule. I don't try to just give things free 7s no matter, you know, how much I like it, all right? So we're going to try to stick to that as much as we can. Okay. And so like a 7 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10 means a lot more coming from me than you would from like a typical publication. Okay. So let's get into the categories. We got visuals. Visuals are more than just like raw fidelity, you know, like obviously a game like this, fidelity is pretty low, but the use of color and detail and the vibrancy and the artistic vision is very high, right? So that matters. That's a big part of it. It doesn't have to be super ultra high res. It just needs to have a visual appeal and do that well. And I love that Palomina is the tallest person in the game. I just looking at this. Palomina is the tallest character in your party, and I love that. And she didn't really have heels. Karina is as tall as Val with her freaking platform shoes. But yeah, that's fantastic. Love it. It's probably part of why I like Palomina so much. I mean, her character aesthetic is just rad. So anyway, audio, again, you know, sound effects, voice acting, music, sound design, how it pairs with scenes, and just the score and the craftsmanship of each track as well. Gameplay could be something as simple as navigating the field, but also the combat and all the things in between. Anything to do with your controller and moving a menu or anything. And then story is like the story is obviously the story, but it's more than that. It's the plot, it's the setting, it's the pacing, it's the script, it's the writing in between, how the characters interact, all that stuff coming together to create the story. And then game design is like the bugs and glitches and the raw structure of the game before it has its nice pretty coat of paint to make it feel special. So the skills, the systems, all that kind of stuff. Love a game with a big plot. That's right. And then enjoyment is like my own personal subjective score. I try to be as objective as possible with all of this. This is like the subjective one. All right. Personal choice games that I've reviewed over the time. I've done about 3 or 4 years of games that I've personally chosen that I wanted to play for whatever reason, whether they were just new games that came out or if they were like incentive games or whatever. Last time we played Terra Enigma, which was awesome. Now it is Visions of Mana. Can someone get me the US release date of this? I know it was just like last Thursday or it was like a week ago or something like that. I can't remember. I think it was the 29th. Anyway, action RPG. August, I was right, 29, 2024. So it was a brand new game. And chat says pretty handedly 7 out of 8 on this. That's what chat says, 7 out of 8. Yeah, the more modern games are just worldwide releases. All right, so let's get into it. So first off, I want to talk about visuals. Obviously, it's the first one. The game is pretty. I don't know what else to say about the game. Like, yeah, obviously, okay, it's got like a pretty lower fidelity, but I mean, even when you just go to the screen here, the character screen here, like look at the background. First off, the light is casting a glow, which kind of highlights the character in a way that's very unique. But you look at the ground and you can kind of see like a bunch of flowers. You can see like a sheen, like a water sheen in front of them, flowers and grass and vines growing all up on it. There's a lot of detail. They could have just put some pillars there and just like whatever, but there is a care in the aesthetic and design of just the menu, you know? And that being said, the menu in general is very strong. It's got really good icons and navigation and everything, and it looks nice. But more than that, every area you go into is just really pretty. Now, one thing I will say about the visuals that really lacks. First off, well, more than one thing, I guess. First off, during cutscenes, there's pretty much no action going on. They're just kind of standing there and there's words going on. So there's no real visual storytelling and there's no real like wowing cutscenes that are blowing you away. It's just kind of like all of the action is in the gameplay, nothing in the actual cutscenes or story sequences or anything like that. So it's kind of boring in that regard, and it could be a little bit of a drag, which is one of the reasons why I skipped all the side questing, because I knew there was going to be nothing going on. And the other thing is there's not really good mouth movement, but the big thing is the rock formations and the ground texturing. There's a lot of repetition in the assets. Like if you go to one area and it's like red rock and you go to another area and it's brown rock or gray rock, it's the same rock. It's just been changed color. So it looks unique, but they've just kind of changed the color of the object to match the aesthetic that they're going for. Granted, there is a shift in the way those pieces are laid out. Like if you go to the Wind Sanctum, it's very craggly and rocky and jutting out everywhere. And then if you go to like the Highlands, you know, it's more hilly and, you know, just kind of intermittent rocks coming out of it. And then you go to the desert and obviously, you know, you have a desert aesthetic, but it's the same rock, you know, like it's just the same. Like they only had to make one texture for rock and just copy paste it. It would have been nice if they kind of ramped that up a little bit. Additionally, the trees are too small in most of the areas, like the plains areas and stuff. They're just really small, and you kind of want these like trees to sort of like just overtake it. And you do have the Mana Fortress and everything where the trees do overtake it, and it's beautiful. And I have to wonder whether or not they didn't want the big overtaking trees in those areas for the reason of not trivializing the impact you feel when you go to an actual like really big deep forest or something like that. So it's possible that was an intended design choice to make the plains feel like plains and the forest feel like a forest. However, it is still a minor. They could have made them a little bit bigger, you know. Maybe they didn't want to encroach in the player's field of view or something like that. I don't know. However, the use of color, the design of all the outfits, the character aesthetics, man, it's just pretty. Like the way they present the world is really, really, really pretty, and that can't be discounted because a good use of color has such a profound impact on the visual like treat that you get with your eyes. You know, if you walk into a field of flowers and it's just every color of the rainbow, it's just like, whoa, that is pretty. You know, if you walk into a field of flowers and it's all white, you're like, that's pretty, that's neat. You know what I mean? Like it's different. The whoa that you get from that, and not to mention like finding those right colors and the right color palette and the right color scheming. You know, are you using more pastel? Are you using more vibrant or neon or whatever? You know, getting all of that together is an effort that shouldn't be discounted. And just the way that they present all of the areas is very, very strong. I'd have to say an 8 on visuals. Audio, it's a great track. It's a great score. I would say that there's definitely a little bit of earworm. Because you can spam the honk. Well, you just can't overwrite the honk. But yeah. The mana tree is tall. It's true. I would say the score is strong, right? It does its job, but a little bit better. You know, there are definitely some beats and some jams in there that make you feel really good. It gives that mana vibe. The voice acting is actually pretty decent, despite the fact that it's clearly like a lower level entry in terms of development cost and everything. And what I really like, though, is the sound effects. And I think the sound design of this game is very strong. And what I mean by that is, like, when you critically hit something, you get that poing, you know, it feels good, right? And even I just recently learned that Morley has like a perfect parry mechanic, which has a sound effect to it, has a sound design to it, so you know what's happening, and you can be like, oh, I did it, you know, and it feels good, it feels really strong. just in general, spell effects and everything like that are really good. Now, that's another thing about visuals. The spells and abilities are really good looking, and they're very clear when you're casting the spell, what it looks like, and even attacks, everything. So there's a really great visual conveyance to the player, which I really like. So that's also really good. It's part of the visual score. I forgot to mention it. Anyway, back to audio. I would say it's a strong score, but it's kind of like, all right, there's some earworm here, there's something going on here. It's all right, but it doesn't blow me away. It just makes me feel happy and warm, and I get that mana feeling, and that's about it. And so I'm going to say 7 on the score, on the music. Gameplay. This is definitely the strongest part of this game, if not the visuals. But there are definitely some flaws in here. Gameplay 10-10. They can't Busco song. True. Yeah. Every build and every attacker and every weapon I used felt good, but there's this weight on every character that I feel is a bit of a restriction on an otherwise incredibly amazing game. The game needed to move a little bit faster. You needed to have less delay from your attacks to when you can dodge. You needed to have a faster casting time. You needed to have a greater distance of gap closer with all of your attacks so that you could get to your enemy quickly. And a lot of the times you'll have a gap closer or something, and you'll kind of float into the air because you kind of pop up for whatever reason. Maybe the enemy got knocked up at that last second, and you kind of float, and yeah, you can attack in the air, but maybe you need to do your ground combo or something for a special attack that you're trying to do. And just that weight that floatiness and the lack of movement in battle can really hinder an otherwise a great combat system with a lot of builds, a lot of different weapons, a lot of combos, a lot of ways to play this game. Not to mention something as simple as the elemental vessel. Total game changer. You pop in that elemental vessel, and all of a sudden everything changes. You go from hey, I'm attacking, hey, I'm casting spells, to how can I pair these elemental vessels together to create combos? And we did that with light and water just exploding the field. It was awesome. Once I got light and I paired it with water, just everything exploded, and it was awesome to see that. Just a simple one-use mechanic with a small cooldown. It just totally changes the way you play the game, and that is really cool. That's a very, very strong mechanic, and it adds so much to the gameplay. Now, there again, that stiffness that happens still is persistent with those elemental vessels, but then whatever. And then the class skill adds a nice little ultimate limit break type attack that's really neat. It's not overpowered, but there's a lot of ways to become overpowered or very, very strong. And this is more of a design thing, but there's not enough elemental points or whatever to build your character. When you get to the end of the game and you max out a grid, you can't get the freelancer style ultimate stuff until you beat the game. And even then, the amount of EP, I think it's elemental points that you get is so limited. You really can max out 2 or 3 grids. That's it. And the grind opportunity is non-existent. You don't have an opportunity to grind because you can get 5 gold clover an hour. You know what I mean? That ain't happening. No way, So maybe when you get to level 99, you get a lot more elemental points. I did get 20 that last level, so maybe it does go up. I thought it was 5. If it's 20, then that gives me another 400, which lets me max out another grid. Still not enough. You basically have to New Game Plus and get all those nodes again, and do the quests for the clovers, and that's only for one character. So how many times are you gonna have to New Game Plus before you can reasonably spec out the full grid and build your character exactly the way you want to? At the end of the day, there are only 10 slots to equip your passives on. So you know, it's not like you just get all of them automatically so you can become God mode. You know, 10's a lot, but I mean, I only maxed out 2 or 3 trees, and I'm sitting there going like, which one do I want, right? So I was already having to make choices, and so I just picked the ones that I wanted, and I got the ultimate build that I wanted regardless. So you're not preventing the game from being broken by holding off on those elemental points. You're just preventing the player from like feeling nice about maxing out their grid, and that's an annoyance. And again, this is more of a design thing, so we'll get to there, but gameplay wise, menus move fast, navigation is pretty good. The fast travel could be better, but I think they're trying to encourage you that you use Flammy to go between areas because Flammy, you know. I don't think the gameplay is like phenomenal. I think it's very strong, and so I'm going to give it an 8 as well. Story, it's your pretty... Which one is that? Story, it's mostly generic. So this is unfortunately the big hit. It's generic, like it's cliche, it's tropey, right? But it's like tropey plus, you know, it's pretty generic. I've heard this exact same story dozens of times. I've heard this exact same interactions dozens of times. The character archetypes are a little unique, and the writing kind of carries the tropiness a little bit more. I mean, every game has tropiness to it. There are tropes everywhere. You have to have tropes in your story. It just has to happen. However, there are certain tropes that are really repetitive and dumb. Like if you get caught out in the cold rain, oh, better come in, you're gonna catch cold or something, and then you sneeze 5 minutes later, and it's like, that's not how that works. That's a dumb trope. Stop doing it. Or like the really fiery girl that is afraid to admit, you know, when she's embarrassed about something, having her stomach growl whenever she smells food and refusing to admit that she's hungry, and then the stomach growls, and it's like, oh, you, and then she's like, you know, or I don't know, any number of generic anime tropes that just are like, ugh. They didn't really have those, but you know, like the convenient hero, you know, has to live even though they fell down a cliff kind of thing. Well, it's not a story if the hero dies, you know. Like you can have main characters die and you can move the story forward as long as it's what's the terminology for like everybody's the main character, something cast, I forget. Anyway, there's a terminology for that, like where everybody's technically a main character, or has a major plot relevancy. Ensemble cast, thank you, that's the terminology. This is an ensemble cast. Even though Val is technically the main character, everybody has a reason for being there. They're all part of this pilgrimage, and they all have a strong connection to the story in one way or another. And so they all feel like if Val went away, it would still be fine. They would still be able to go forward. You know, if Terra goes away in FF6, everybody else would still have a reason to move forward. Ensemble cast, okay? You can lose a character in an ensemble cast and, you know, still move forward. But yeah, a lot of convenient storytelling, hero characters always live because you don't have a story if everybody dies, you know? So that's a trope that is often in every story, because it has to be that. You know, you don't have a story if that unless you want to have a protagonist change or a big shift in storytelling, you know. Anyway, they handle the tropiness of the story pretty decently, and also the voice acting really carries a lot of the generic writing pretty well, and so to the point where you don't really feel like you're getting a lot of the generic writing. There's only a couple few characters where I'm like listening to them talk going ugh, with the tropiness, you know, or the generic. But this game was never gonna have some like remarkable, profound story that just blew us away. You know, this isn't some kind of AAA game where you get like the best writers to write the best story. It's a pretty simple, cute, fun mana game with exactly the kind of story that you would expect. If you went into this game expecting to be blown away by storytelling, you're just lying to yourself, or you're just wildly ignorant, you know, because like we've seen a million of these games and we know their stories because they're all the same, you know, defeat big bad evil, hero's journey, good versus evil. It's all the same, you know? So that being said, what you really want to look at is the characters, the character archetypes, and how they're treated, whether or not they're one-dimensional or not. Like for instance, a lot of characters will be like, I don't know, flowers. And so everything about my character is flower related. All my outfits have flowers on them. Whenever I win in combat, I'm like, wow, we really grew. Looks like we got some photosynthesis going on here. Hey, flower, you doing? You know, shit like that. It's just like, you know, one-dimensional character that just has this one interest, and it's every single thing that they do and look like and everything, and it's aggravating. So they don't have that, you know. Like I can't look at any one of these characters and go, they're about this thing, you know. Like Karina is a little fiery, but she has a sensitive side. Palomina is regal, but she has her vulnerabilities. You know, Morlaix is sensible, but he has passion. Joulet is a plant, whatever. And Val has his duty and his conviction, but is still emotional. And I really appreciate that the characters are at the very least two-dimensional, and that's nice. So, Morlaix is perfect. So at the end of the day, even though at least you constantly rose to the occasion, the fact that you spelled Rose R-O-S-E, I want to scream. Instead of, yeah, anyway. Just exactly that that I hate so much. So even though the major plot is generic, the villain story, as RPG pointed out, is awful. The writing in general is pretty decent, lacking too much generics, and the character archetypes are interesting enough that they're not just this one flat, boring board. You know, they're not cardboard. They're interesting. In fact, I love Karina, and I thought I'd hate her. Well, I'm not a big fan of the southern, you know, kind of country accent. Yeehaw, everybody, let's all go and get some wrangling the cows and stuff. You know, I don't. And so, because there's like a character in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 that has that accent, and I can't stand her. And it's funny because it's the same character everybody complains about for a different reason. We won't go into that. It's all idiotic, regardless of the point. But I'm not a big fan of that. So when she started talking, I was like, okay. But man, she nails it. Like the VA who did that just nails it, and she's a fun character. So even though there's a lot of generics in the story, you care about the characters enough to want to move forward. But at the end of the day, it really is just generic plus. And to that end, I can only really give it a 6, because if I were to say the story is as good as the track or almost as good as the gameplay, I'd be lying. Yeah, but the Kansai accent is the country accent. So how else would you represent a country accent? Let's go real hillbilly like, you know, that's not very flattering, right? Like, you have to give the concept of them being backwater. That's the vibe. You need to build off of that. So what else are you gonna do? It's when you localize a game, you localize it to the culture in question, and that's how you would represent that, you know? All right, game design. This is probably one of the strongest parts of the game as well. I say that often on this game, isn't it weird? Like, everything is usually just pretty dang good. So, I talked about the game design already when I was talking about gameplay. Lots of different builds, lots of different options, lots of different combos, simple mechanics that are easy to learn and understand, yet there's a lot of complexity in comboing. Not quite as complex as something like Bravely Default 2, but honestly, this is a preference to me. It's not so overly complicated that I need to like have a spreadsheet to work it out. I can just go in and be like, ooh, I like that, I like that, I like that. Ooh, let's see how these two pair together, and roll with it, and something might work, or it won't, and I try something else, you know? So I don't have to commit so heavily into certain builds in order to try and figure it out. I can just kind of try something, see if I like it, move on to something else. And it's just great. Now, the only biggest flaw of this entire game from the design perspective is you can't pet the cat. Can't pet the cat, can't pet the dog. What are they thinking? From a game structure perspective, it's very linear with some semi-open world aspects to it, which are nice. There's a lot of exploration, a lot of side stuff to do. The questing is pretty generic, you know, go and collect 5 boar anuses for Grandma's Boreanus stew. Go and, you know, deliver this letter. You know, a lot of flying back and forth. The fast travel's nice, but a little bit, could have been better. And other than that, just the combat issues that I talked about before with the lack of real movement in your actions, like you don't have a lot of closing. You know, I need to move forward a little bit so that when enemies get knocked around and start rolling, that I get on that, you know, I close on them so I can keep the damage up. Otherwise, it feels like I gotta stop, recover from my animations, move up. Who knows what's gonna happen in that time? And if I'm not dodging, I might die, especially on hard mode. So it just a little bit, you know, just needs that little bit. Oh, also there's a lot of bugs and glitches in this game. Sometimes magic won't cast, sometimes items won't use. It's very aggravating. And I've had the game crash twice. My wife had the game crash like 10 times. And damage numbers sometimes stop showing up. There's honestly quite a bit of bugs and glitches. Honestly, I would give this game an 8 on design if it wasn't for the bugs and glitches. So I'm actually gonna have to go for a 7 until those are fixed. Oh my god. Well, the speedrun community be having fun. Enjoyment, I had a 9 on enjoyment. I love this game. Peak mana. Peak mana. Overall, what do we got here? We got 15, 39, 45? 45 out of 60. That's excellent. Well, it's technically very good. And I would say this is a good, solid 8 out of 10 game if I were to give it a generic score. Like, you know, I just need one score, and people need that one score. 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 game. I highly recommend it for mana fans. I very, very much recommend it for mana fans. And I highly recommend it for somebody that's looking for a simple action RPG that's just fun and easy to digest. And other than that, review's done. And you know, however you feel about that review is on you. Whether you like it or not, that's the review, you know. So like it or lump it, that's what we got for the review, and we're done with the review. So I hope you enjoyed Legends of Mana or Visions of Mana because it was really dang good and I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to what future things they do with Mana because honestly, like I said, this is peak Mana. There is no better Mana game than this. Like, there just isn't. You might prefer one over the other, but this is it. This is the pinnacle of Mana that we've ever gotten, ever. There's nothing that's a higher production than this and executed better than this. All right, so with that in mind,
We can be at ease here.
I'm gonna do just a little bit more stuff before we decide to wrap it up for the evening. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check out how do I go to the how do I quit the title? Was there a Black Rabbite? Yeah, we beat the Black Rabbite. Platinum Trophy get. It's actually kind of funny too because I started today kind of checking out my build and going, wait a second, I could do this, I could do that. And we destroyed him. Like, we absolutely eradicated the Black Rabbite. It was easy. Well, I wouldn't say it was easy. There was definitely moments where I thought I was going to game over, but like, compared to yesterday, where it was an immense, scary moment, this was manageable by comparison. Main menu, square bar. Ah, there we go. I knew I had seen it before.
Visions of
So
Mana.
New Game Plus. Begin the game with a completed save data. Save. The game will say start on the same difficulty set as one you saved. Save data. Change difficulty. Go to options menu after the game loads. Okay. So there's hard. Now there's expert.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll make it past the gate up ahead?
They aren't watching all the exits to the village yet. Hurry.
What kind of new? There's a freelance. Well, we already learned about the freelancer type mechanic, but what I didn't know about the freelancer style mechanic was that.
Blast! Now where do we go?
Oh my
Come
God.
on, Liza. This way! All right.
What I didn't know about the freelancer style mechanic is that it basically like. There's no once you've maxed out a grid, there's no reason to do anything but freelancer. Because everything that you can get from that is available in the freelancer build, and you can equip any weapon, which makes it so you have more attack power, obviously. So basically, you only gain once you've maxed out one plot line. There's no reason to do anything but the freelancer style, which is your base.
This how it ends?
What the fuck? I'm not doing this on expert. This is dumb. We're just gonna do this on easy. Because this is just silly. New Game Plus means New Game Plus, not.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Thank you, Playing Isaac, for the 1,212 bits. So even in Final Fantasy 12, what the fuck? That hasn't changed.
Is this how it ends?
In Final Fantasy 12, when you New Game Plus, Rex still gets Van's stats. So, like, why do I not get like Val stats or something for this? Why is it not saved? Thank you. Thank you, Playdancing with 110 bits. So it's stupid. I'm not gonna sit here and beat my head against the Aaron whatever sequence on expert. That's not interesting to me. Especially considering there's like 5 battles and basically everything would one-shot me. That's not enjoyable. That's not enjoyable at all. Okay.
Stay out of this, okay?
I wanted to try, you know, the normal game. Not. I had forgotten about the Aaron intro, to be honest, or else I wouldn't have said it until I was done. I wonder if I could just be like, nope. Great. I get to wait a long time for this.
That went better than I thought. You asked for it. Did that do it? Send this. Step.
Our friends,
We don't have time for this right now.
Orin! Lies!
Sorry, Danum.
guess we won't be coming back anytime soon.
No. This is goodbye to Guju. But let's head for Lagrazzo. The Dark Archives have the largest... Please let us go. I beg you.
If we allow you to escape with the Alm, the whole village will suffer. It's not too late to stop this. Please.
Wouldn't the Alm have to go on their journey anyway? Why not just wait for the journey and then break off? Much easier this way. Kind of seems like a
Are these things
silly start to the...
It's me, Orin!
Please, you have to stop.
Just seems very
Don't you
stupid.
recognize us?
We have to end this.
Now!
This isn't...
What in the goddess's name is this?
It's coming. Get ready.
Yeah, having to do this with like no levels on him. I mean, maybe if I wanted to do a new game, like a straight up new game and just start on expert right out of the gate, like yeah, okay, I would do it that way. But I specifically chose New Game Plus because I wanted to see what expert was like from a New Game Plus perspective, to see if it was like a Final Fantasy remake style New Game Plus, where it's tailored towards your level and not like a new game difficulty, which I'm hoping for, because it would give me a lot of reason to play this game again.
Let's go.
If it was expert mode and tailored like as a hard mode for like 70 plus, I would play this game again like today. Not on stream probably.
Tiania.
Okay, so it lets me reset my points. It doesn't show me how much EP I have, so I get whatever EP I have. My gear's here. Okay. I can choose any build I want. Oh, let's actually set it back to expert now. Yeah, I changed it to easy for the intro because I don't care about that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to see what the game is like on expert with a new game plus perspective, not a new game perspective. So I just said screw it. All right, so if I recall correctly, Wind was like really good with the saber stuff. Oh, that's pretty cool. Projectile moves? That's actually pretty good because with the wind, I'll try to do the saber thing that saber skill that I can take advantage of. And I don't need the AoE saber skills because this one automatically makes it AoE. So I can save a lot of points there. Whenever a shield is fortified. Whenever a shield is fortified. That's actually pretty insane. Ugh. I hate those. Like, you could really just sit at low HP and have some incredible damage, but then you just can't get hit. Pretty sure that's all the saber skills. Oh, right there. So I could get one more. I don't know, like, I don't know of any ability that has a stun chance. I'm not sure what they mean by that.
Bridge is excited.
He only has 2 weapon types? Hmm. Whoa. I actually don't have enough. I guess I could put what I should do is put Moon Saber and Nature Aura here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then put all my sabers here. Oh, there's a stunning thing right there. Wow. Some of these sabers are really good. Moon Saber and Leaf Saber are just like good.
For the festival. Let me see. This might be useful.
Oh boy, I can get all the chests in the game all over again.
I know I should listen to what he said.
So
always
my hope
is probably waiting for me.
My hope is that Expert gives you like
Yes.
more elemental stuff, you know, like more elemental points, and each of the
Sorry,
nodes
Hina.
gives you more
I
elemental
lost track.
points. Quest gives you more clovers, you know. So it's like a
Any
it's like
guesses
a
as to
difficulty
who
that
will be
really
named
lets
the
you
Alma
kind of
Slayer?
max out
Not
your
sure.
character
Seems
while
like
also
anyone
providing a
would be happy to
challenge.
get the job.
That's kind of why I wanted to check it out instead of just kind of ending the stream a little early. Well, too early anyway.
Hina, over.
I'll tell the.
Oh yeah, I didn't give him moves. Not moves. Abilities. Right. Interesting. I didn't realize I got that. I think the rest of them should be like damage increases and stuff. All right, let's see how we do. I don't need to go too ham on the build. I just need to, you know, get some stuff in there.
Yes.
Especially considering, I mean, I don't really intend on using Val, really. But, you know, you don't get any characters for a while, so.
Hina, what are you doing here?
Let me guess, it's just going to be
Master,
level 1, right?
took care of the
okay,
monsters.
never mind.
It's a long...
Right?
Don't you just love Hina?
Who would have thought we'd get to make this trip together as Almond Soul Guard?
Someone's excited, I see.
Well, you know.
So I have all my Lucra, Gold Clover, I have all my honey, and I have all of my Niccolo coins. Items are all there. The only thing I don't have are key items, but I have the Cactus Diary, so that's cool. Have all my seeds. Keep all my materials. The enhancement items are all there. All the character builds, the elemental plot, the vessels, and all of your
Spending
points
time
carry
with you has
over,
always
and your
been
XP,
easy.
your weapons and armor. Pretty much everything carries over except for key items, which obviously can't carry over because then you would sequence break the game. All right, let's go fight something and see what level it is and how hard it
So,
is.
how
I'm
was
guessing
Lombre when
it's
you
not
visited?
going to
It was
be
a
like a
pleasant
really
breeze
comprehensive
the
New
whole
Game
time I
Plus.
was
It's just
there.
going to be
We
a
can get a nice sea breeze by the harbor,
choose your
but
difficulty, but
the
it's,
wind in Longren felt
you know, the same.
different.
So if you
Cool.
choose Expert on a New Game Plus, essentially you're going to more than likely just wait until the end of the game to get the difficulty
Let's
of the
teach them a
Expert.
lesson. Just one left.
Yep, as I expected. Okay.
Easy day. All clear for you, Hina?
So, about that rock that the rabbi transformed into.
Eh,
it
I mean, I wouldn't say it's
has
lame.
new
It's more like
color. Do you
not
think?
exciting,
Yeah.
you know?
Maybe
I
we'll
was
find
I
a
was
use
hoping
for
for
those
like
kinds of stones on our
okay,
journey.
they're tailored for level
let's be sure
50
to
or
keep them
60 or
with us
something,
if
like
we
whatever
find
the in-game
Taking
level is
this?
of enemies. And then that way you can have a reason to level up to 99. Yeah, the XP is the same too.
Mighty Soul Guard.
So the New Game Plus is nice. It's your typical New Game Plus. The problem with it is that it's not like a really, really well structured or well built New Game Plus.
Let's rest up.
And so the expert difficulty, if you want to actually experience the expert difficulty, then you need to. If you want to actually experience the expert difficulty, then you need to start from a new game. And more than likely, it's going to be very, very difficult. I'm not sure if it's something that I would want to do until I'm at the end of the game. Like, I could see myself doing New Game Plus on Expert, getting to the end of the game, and then having those challenges be on Expert difficulty. But starting a new game on Expert feels really aggravating because avoiding damage in this game is not super reliable. Like, we played hard out of the gate, and everything 2 or 3 shot us pretty much the entire game, for the most part. And even in the beginning, that was fine. That was manageable because you could get hit and you can get out of it, recover, and get back in there because items are pretty, available. But in Expert, it was like 2 shot or less to die. And with a game like this, it's not, it's not Dark Souls. It's not really finely tuned for everything to be avoidable. It's more of a action RPG where it's kind of more of a free-for-all. Yes, there is good, conveyance from the enemies, and when they're going to attack, there's good telegraphing, on the ground, but it's not expert telegraphing. It's not like really finely tuned. So I would say if you wanted to do expert and really, really punish yourself, go right ahead. But personally, I would just do a New Game Plus on expert, get to the end of the game, and get to experience what the actually, the end of the game difficulty and the post game difficulty has to offer for expert versus the whole game. So yeah. And that's it. We're gonna wrap it up early. I have big plans for tomorrow and Friday and the following week. So our game for the week has already been chosen and determined. If you want to know what that is, join the Discord. I will be announcing it later today, what we'll be doing for the remainder of the week, and what that means, and how you can participate and enjoy it. So tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, special event for you guys, and you can learn all about that from the Discord when I make the announcement. So have an awesome night, but we're gonna wrap it up a little bit early today because we finished our platinum. We're done. Visions of Mana, highly recommend it, and have a good night. See you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Pacific, with video games. I think you'll like it. Cheers, everyone. Oh, and thank you for the freaking crazy amount of love and support today. Bits of donations, subs and resubs. The packages were insane. Thank you. Take care.